I'm gonna start recording because I forgot to record. Shattered
Oops.
Union, that's okay. Shattered Union is our 12-hour milsim here at the Airsoft Den with Shattered Union. It is our biggest event of the year. It's our highest budget, our most serious milsim that we have. Um, just want to get a quick, somebody asked, so I just want to make sure. Can you all hear me? Is voice coming through and all that good stuff uh, through the channel? Can y'all hear me? Cool, cool.
Chicken fry where I can hear us. I just put another thing for the link.
All right, sweetness. Yeah, uh, yeah, Shattered Union is our big, like I said, more hardcore, more immersive milsim of the year. Um, our other ones are a little more casual, but we're really trying to step this one up. Shattered Union is an event for people who are interested in going to some of the bigger national events, and it kind of gives you it gets you into the feeling of some of those more serious and more intense events. So, this year, like I said, this is our first 12-hour event. We're really excited about it. And somebody says, is
Yeah.
is are people getting audio?
Uh, got one that said yes. Okay,
Uh,
Caleb Tucker Airsoft got it. Hyder's having some issue.
Give us.
Make sure you're in the right channel and check your volume as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
audio's good
Okay,
according
he
to
got it.
John. All right.
You might just have to mess with your audio settings there, but it appears as though people says it's working. So, gonna have to go with that at this point. Cool, cool. Says good and being good. Alrighty. Yeah, so like I said, this is our first 12-hour milsim. If you've been to our milsims in the past, you know we try to do a lot of cool stuff, and this year is no exception. And we are taking this to a whole nother level. The big highlight, we have a special effects company we've contracted with to provide some cool stuff, and I don't want to give it all away, but there's going to be some stuff that's never been done at any airsoft event that I've ever been to, national or otherwise. So
Me either. Yeah.
um, it's going to be some really cool stuff. There's going to be some really intense scenarios throughout the day. Like any special effects will tie in. I will let everybody know ahead of time so there's not any disappointment on the day of. We, due to shortages right now and extremely high costs and accessibility reasons, we will not be doing blank firing guns for this event. But we are going to be making up for it in some other effects that we're doing. So we hope that y'all can forgive us and hopefully you still enjoy yourselves because this is going to be a pretty cool one. Additionally, please make sure that you stay through the whole event. If you need to take a break, but make sure you're there at the end of the game. The ending of this
Yeah.
game will be imagine it's like the finale to fireworks show, right? Where it's just like everything all at once. Like it's gonna be the ending of this event is going to be an incredible experience, and you guys are definitely not want or you're not going to want to miss. Um, uh, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be pretty spectacular. I think that's the best way to describe it. So we've got a lot of effects. Some of you have seen some of the effects we've done in the past. This one is taking those well to another level, as well as introducing some new stuff that we've never done before. So, and like I said, as far as I'm aware, has not been done in an airsoft event. Maybe some like Irene level events, but this is going to be pretty cool. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So just want to give you guys a little bit of overview of kind of how things are going to work. Again, I don't want to give away too much of, we're not going to give away the missions and some of the mission details, but um, we will have some role players there. They'll be in costume in a way that adds to the event. There will be some uh, uh, some simulated injury with some effects with some if blood bothers you, it's fake blood, so it's okay. But it's gonna be really cool. That's really gonna add to the event. We have a total of looks like about somewhere in the ballpark of 10 main objectives that go out throughout the day for that 12-hour time. Those events will um, can possibly slightly overlap depending on the point in the day. We want to make sure that you're not just running an objective and coming back and sitting and waiting for the next objective. So um, as one of the objectives are starting to getting close to finish, your CO will receive their next objective, and they can choose to start uh, assigning um, assigning your squads and such. Um, to those new objectives. And there are a lot of there's a lot of different objectives that we're not running the same kind of objective over and over again. It will be using the whole entire field. And there's a lot of, like I said, different types of objectives. There's some escort missions. There's some missions where you some land control or objective control. There's some where you have to move some objects around the field. It's gonna be really cool. We've got some pretty cool props planned, as well as a very special version of our prop bomb. If you guys have been to any of our events, you've seen our prop bomb. We have made a specialized version of it. I think you guys are going to really like, and that will be customized for the scenarios as we play. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a really awesome event. And again, just to reiterate, please make sure you stay through the end. It is going to be, like I said, even if you have to take a break, please come out for the end because we have a lot of money going into this, especially for that ending part. And I think you guys would be sad to miss out if you're not going to, or if you leave early. I think you're going to be sad.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna miss out. There's stuff planned throughout.
Yeah.
And the end
So
is
just
going to be the
if
end all.
you're really running low on energy, just take a break and then get back in there. Well, especially communicate with your CO, let them know you're taking a break, but make sure you guys stay to the end because like this is going to be pretty awesome. So like in addition to those 10 objectives that we'll run throughout the day, we'll also be running. We also have a handful of Frago missions that your squad may be assigned to. Some pretty fun secondary objectives there to help spice things up a little bit. So that is going to be fun. I'm going to segue from there to go into a little bit about how our schedule and how things are going to run. So we're going to kick things off on Friday night. Just want to make sure I say these times right.
Yeah, I did not grab any of that.
I'm just
So,
going to pull up the player packet. On that note, make sure
hey,
you read the player packet. All the information you'll need really for the event is in the player packet. It'll give you kind of the storyline. It'll give you the full schedule. It'll give you all the event-specific rules. It'll give you your radio frequencies. It'll talk about the medic rules. It has a nice basic packing list in there. Some things that we recommend you bring out if you're new to the this type of event. And then it's got a nice little map there. You can print all that out. Should be very useful for you guys. So make sure that you guys check out that player packet. And I'm just going to, like I said, kind of expand a little bit on the schedule that we have listed there. So our gates open on Friday at 7:30. We are going to kick off with early registration, Chrono, that good stuff. So we'll probably run Chrono and registration for about an hour. We'll probably start right at 7:30 and run for about an hour. So we'll try to have the store open at that time so you can pick up any of your supplies early. Yeah, we're expecting quite a big crowd, so we're trying to distribute the load a little bit. So please, like I said, we're not going to run it for super long on Friday, probably just an hour. So get there, have your stuff ready, and and be ready for
Get
Chrono
registered, get everything
and
going. Oh
registration.
yeah.
Yep. So we'll run that, and we'll get people through there who show up on Friday. And like I said, that just helps speed things up on Saturday, because with that point, we are going to be very, very strict on this schedule. In so much that if you're not ready when the times scheduled are happening, you'll just you're gonna have to miss
You
out,
just have to.
and
Yep.
you'll just have to catch up. Um, so that includes when we roll out the truck, all that good stuff. You will miss out if you're not there, and you'll just have to walk out and join the rest of the team. On Saturday, our gates open at 8 a.m. And our swap meet begins at that point. So feel free to set up a table. There's no cost, there's no charge. Set up a table.
In staging.
In the staging area. Yeah, don't. I wouldn't recommend setting it up in campgrounds because people are going to be over in the staging.
Yep.
Please, if you are camping on Friday night, please make your way as quickly as possible to the main or to the staging area. We would like to see even the campers over there by 8 o'clock. So get up nice and early and make your way over to the staging area so that you're present as your COs start to do some of that initial planning and that sort of thing. So please be
Especially
there.
if, yeah, especially if you are a squad leader or any form of command.
Yep.
So most of you guys that aren't CO or XO, I know you guys have separate channels and stuff. I've been following Texas a little bit since I ran with them last year. Make sure you guys are on time for those squad meetings, squad leader meetings. If your CO wants that 2.5 hour window between 8 a.m. and 10:30 when we start assembling like GP and everybody, is quick. Like it will go quick because you got to do absolutely everything in that window.
Yep.
Loading up everything, making sure everything you got on you is set up, everything you're taking out to the field, you have, so don't. It's just really important, like Adam kind of said earlier, that you are ready before time, let
hmm
alone ready on time, because it's when it goes, it's going.
So yeah, camping or not, I recommend get your mags loaded, get your batteries prepped, get all your stuff like basically ready to throw on Friday night. There's no problem with letting your
Yep,
mags stay loaded overnight. So get your stuff
absolutely.
set up and ready to go on Friday night. That way on Saturday, all you have to do is throw it on. So get those mags
Yep.
loaded, get the grenades primed, all that good stuff. Just
Fill
get your
your fill
plate.
your hydration, all that.
Yes. Get your plate carrier all done. So that way you should be able to just throw your plate carrier on and or chest rig or whatever you're running, but
Yep.
have everything else, like have it all packed and ready to go on Friday night. Like I said, whether you're camping or not, just make sure you have your stuff ready. That way you show up on Saturday. If you didn't register a chrono on Friday, you can hurry up, make sure you get in line and get registered in chrono as quick as you can on Friday or on Saturday morning.
Yeah. We'll have as many hands on deck on Saturday. You guys move through that line a little quicker. Um,
Yep.
so I mean, if you're caught in line, whatever, just make sure you're in line early enough where you're not running behind.
Yep. So yeah, so like I said, 8 o'clock we open up. The store will be open. Registration. There are a couple of vendors. I know Tax, which makes some really cool Kydex gear. They will be there as well as I think they're bringing XFUG. So if you need some XFUG, they'll have that there as well. I'm not sure if I don't expect anybody else. We could have a surprise, but that's who we're expecting at this point. So check out the vendors, check out the other tables, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, just
Oh, I do
um,
have a interjection question that came through, Adam, real quick, just so we don't have to volley back to
Friday
it.
night for
How long will
campers.
registration?
Yeah. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
for
run
registration Friday night.
on Friday night. We're gonna run for about an hour, so it'll be run from about 7:30 to 8:30. If
So
there's a
make sure you're
line,
in line.
yeah, if there's a line, we'll run through the line, but we're not going to take stragglers after 8:30 if we're already
Right.
run through, because we're going to shift focus then to the campground. Um,
Yep. I'll be
so
there.
So yeah, 10:30. We're gonna get everybody in formation. So we're gonna line up with the both teams and the squads, everybody in their squads and all that good stuff. So we'll line up in formation at 10:30. So please be in formation at 10:30. We'll run our safety briefing. We'll go over the Milsim specific rules again that are in the player packet. And then immediately following that, so when you guys assemble, be in your gear with your guns, everything ready to go. Because as soon as we finish with safety briefing, we're going to put you guys in the trucks and roll out. Um, we have something pretty cool in store with the deployments. We're going to deploy one truckload at a time per team. So we'll run a truck of U.S., then Texas, then U.S. and Texas. And we should get it in 2 trips. We will not be making any extra trips for stragglers. So if the truck's full, if the truck's not full, we're not coming back for another load. So we'll make trips as long as the truck's full on each trip. But then we're done. We're not gonna come back for stragglers. So if you're running behind, you're gonna have to hoof it out to your FOB. We're gonna be doing helicopter style deployment, so it's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna have a jump master in the truck, so we're gonna load you in the back of the truck. We're gonna shut the door. We have jump lights. We'll have some cool sounds, and they'll turn the lights from red to green when you're ready to jump, and then we'll stop. As soon as we stop, he'll throw the door open. You guys roll out directly to your FOB, and we're gonna be game on then at right at 11:30. So we're gonna start. And it will probably be right after those 2 trucks are deployed. So we're starting right at 11:30, and from that point, then we're going to run straight on through till 11:30 p.m. and and then we'll break the day for camping. We'll go back to our campsites, all that good stuff. And then Sunday, we are gates are closed at 9:30, so you guys get up nice and early on Sunday morning and get your campsites cleared out because we're gonna have everybody out of there by 9:30.
Police all your trash,
Yep.
everything.
Please, yeah, keep your campsites clear. We do allow campfires as long as they're enclosed. Even if you just put some rocks around it, the landowner's pretty cool about that. Just make sure it's contained so it doesn't spread. Um, yeah, but keep your campsites policed. Keep the trash picked up. We'll make sure there's a trash can out by the campsite. There's also now a porta potty out by the campsite, so you guys can do what you got to do without having to walk all the way back to staging. So that will be nice. But like I said, please
For
get
the
your
poops.
campsites tore down and cleared up as quickly as possible on Sunday. Like I said, we're hoping to have everything cleared out by 9:30 on Sunday. But um, but yeah, other than that, I mean that's kind of the gist of how things are going to run. We'll just briefly, before we get to the questions, run through some of the specific rules for the MilSim. Just a reminder, we are going to be pretty strict on the camouflage patterns for this event. So Texas is green-based camouflage only. That includes solid ranger green. It can be woodland, multicam tropic, woodland marpet, woodland digital, any AR2, any woodland patterns. We're going to be kind of lenient as far as if it's a woodland pattern. If it's a transitional pattern of any sort, we will not allow it other than the ones that are mentioned there specifically. One of those main ones are ACU. ACU will not be allowed at this event. It's too much. There's always confusion with ACU,
Yeah,
so
at a distance it looks the same but different.
yeah. So it's
And
yeah.
then
So
is it Real Tree?
Real tree is one that, yeah, we're trying to avoid real tree, those
Yeah.
like hunting camos because they're kind of an equal blend of green and tan and brown and stuff. So try to stay to a military style camouflage that is clearly green or tan. So tan side, you got your multicam arid, desert, any of your desert patterns, as well as solid tan. Actually, adding that to the list right now.
Wow. Yep.
Yep.
That was live. That just
Yes.
happened.
So solid tan. I've had a couple people ask about that. So yeah, solid tan is okay. No civilian, no like Hawaiian, anything like that. Your top does not have to match the bottom, but it has. They both have to match your color. So no, like your top and bottom have to be green or tan. You can't mix and
Yeah,
match, and it can't be like a black shirt with a green bottom. It has to be matching top and bottom, tan on tan and green on green.
yeah. If your tans are offset a little bit, we're not here to judge you. Same with your
Yep.
greens. Let's say the only green top you could come across was that solid green grandma sweater you got last year, but you got some nice like multicam tropic like cries or something. Fine, whatever. And then make
Yep.
sure your cover matches your team as well, whether it's a
Yes.
helmet,
Helmet.
a hat,
Yep.
whatever. Nobody's going to be wearing beanies anyways. It's supposed to be in, I think, at least the mid upper 70s, if not 80s.
It's gonna be yeah.
So I
It
don't think
looks
we're
like
going to have
looking to be in the
black
80s.
beanies bouncing.
Yeah. Drink lots of water. You guys will be coming and going from your FOBs quite a bit throughout the day because there are a lot of missions, and you'll kind of go back for briefing and that sort of thing as your COs deem fit. So you can bring yourself out a bunch of extra supplies, water, all that stuff can be left at your FOB, and then you can just pick those up as you need them. Every time you
Extra
go
ammo,
back,
all that stuff.
yeah, whenever you go back to FOB, we are going to have cases of water at both of them. Pick yourself up a bottle of water, drink a bottle of water, and then get yourself loaded up and back out. Try to get back out as quick as possible because your team depends on you getting back out there. Just to kind of continue on with the event specific rules, this is a mid capacity only event with the exception of LMGs, which maybe use box mags or a high capacity magazine. Any of your other guns must be mid capacity only. We do have M4, MP5, and AK mid caps for sale. All
Yep.
weapons are restricted to semi only, with the exception of true LMG replicas. So you can't just throw a drum mag on your M4. It has to be an actual
Right.
LMG replica. If you have a question, please shoot us a message and we will answer that for you. That also
Yeah.
includes pistol caliber SMG replicas. They must be pistol caliber SMG replicas, and they must be shooting less than 1 joule. M4s chambered
Yep.
in pistol calibers do not count. So we do sell that Valken gun that has the pistol caliber. That is not an SMG. That is an M4 with a pistol caliber conversion. So it must
Yeah.
be.
That would be your PCC,
Yep.
your
You know
PCC
your yeah
platform.
your MP5s, your MP7s, all that. You know those an SMG.
Yep.
Let's see. Players at the game, players may only be verbally searched. Once verbally searched, a player is considered disarmed until respawn or released. So no physical searches. Just say I'm disarming you, and that person is disarmed. You must have a red light for the night part of the gameplay. This could be a strobe flashlight or a chem light. We do have chem lights for sale if you need one.
Yep.
Medic rules.
On that real
Yes.
quick, like you guys don't have to be crazy about it. You don't need like any crazy tactical red flashing light. I mean, I run when I do play, I just run a flashing light that I got off Amazon that's for like runners. You can use bike lights. Those are really easy to
Walmart
activate as well as like attached to any molly gear and stuff.
Walmart has those real nice. They're basically electronic chem light. Those things are pretty sweet. I use those.
Yep.
A lot of options. It just has to be red light.
Yep.
We're gonna go into medic rules next. There'll be approximately one medic per 10 soldiers, depending on how many people we get out there. Each player must have 2 tourniquets or ace bandages. So you guys can, like I said, you can use any of the MSW or a real tourniquet as long as you don't, clamp it down to any kind of tourniquets or ace bandages, and just have 2 ace bandages for that. Any
Yeah.
soldier can apply
If
the. Go ahead.
Sorry, if you go to Walmart and get like a stretch of Ace bandage for like $3 or $4, those are easily long enough, especially the double-ended male and female Velcro ones. You can literally just cut them in half. There's your two tourniquets right there.
Yes, the Milson West tourniquet does work. And we will also have tourniquets for sale at the event if you need one. We'll have those for $5 each, so that you can pick one up if you need one.
And they're
Any
super
sold?
easy.
Yes. Any soldier can apply the first bandage or tourniquet. Medics must apply the second tourniquet. If a player is hit already after using both of their tourniquets, they must bleed out. There's a 2-minute bleed out, so stay in position for 2 minutes and then return to your FOB. Bandages and
And then
tourniquets may only be
yeah,
removed at your respawn, so you can return or remove those bandages or tourniquets at respawn. But please remember, 2-minute bleed out. So use that time to sit there. You can. Well, we don't have any restrictions on carrying ammo out on the field, so feel free to reload your mags, drink some water, have a snack, whatever you got to do. Wait your 2 minutes, go back to your FOB.
and then
Interrogations.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
sip water.
Yep.
Sip water is a good one for that. And then just to answer one of the questions that's already in the queue with the casualty simulation, are we to play dead if getting shot? Do it up, dude. Immersion. Do it up. If you guys want to fall and roll around on the ground until your 2-minute bleed out's up, so be it. I'm all for it.
There will be a lot of footage of this event. I will be running the whole event with a camera, so yeah, we want to get a lot of cool video from this. So yeah, feel free to have fun with this event. It doesn't have to be, all hardcore serious. So yeah, feel free to, play dead. It'll just add to the fun of the event. Thank you for that question. Um, Interrogations. A deck of cards will be issued to both COs. Interrogation must be done by a CO. So you bring your guy back to the CO, or if for some reason you wanted to, you could take the CO out. Um, let's see. CO and captured prisoner each draw 4 cards. Highest poker hand wins. If the CO wins, prisoner must answer one question honestly about the game, so you can ask for intel or whatever else, and then is set free to respawn at their FOB. If the CO loses, the prisoner is set free and returns to his FOB. Only one question allowed per prisoner per interrogation. So that kind of covers our main stuff of the event. We're going to go ahead and jump into our questions here. First up, will there be vehicles at Shattered Union? For this Shattered Union, there will only be 2 types of transport vehicles. There will be a pickup truck, and there will be the box truck for transport. That will be it. There won't be any armed, like a technical
Yeah.
for those. Those vehicles will come and play during the game, and so you will get a chance to use your projectiles, and we'll get into that question here in a second. But yeah, there will be 2 vehicles. Like, so one's a pickup truck and one is a U-Haul. Please don't intentionally try to damage the vehicle.
Yeah, don't light it up.
Yeah, don't light the vehicle up just to shoot at the vehicle. Launch your launchables, whatever, but don't damage the vehicles. If you guys damage the vehicles, we won't be able to have those out there anymore. So we like to
Yeah,
have the
it
vehicles.
helps us keep costs down, which
Yep.
translates to you guys. It's like you guys will
Having
see the caliber of the gameplay when you're there next Saturday, but at this price, like you're getting a lot for that money,
yeah,
and
we're
any
spending
way
a
that we can keep
lot
that
of
overhead
money.
down,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
So purposely damaging anything on the field, honestly,
Yes.
it's just not good
Just
karma
use
for you.
common sense. Yeah, use
Yep.
common sense. It makes sense. So yeah, there will be, like I said, 2 vehicles, but there will not be a technical this year. We're considering some things for next year. We won't get into that too much, but hopefully we'll be able to support those in the future. Somebody asked, "Did the problem about the?" Oh, actually, I'm going to jump into the anti-technical.
Yeah,
There are no limits at this point for how many people can have the anti-technical weapons at this point. There's not enough people really for us to limit it. What projectiles are permitted? Nerf rockets, foam balls. We would prefer not to have tennis balls. Something that's soft. I think it might hit a person. So we do allow all the different types of launchable
tagging.
tag-in rounds. So those are all fine to use. Um,
Don't shoot reapers at people.
yeah, don't shoot reapers at people. But yeah, so any of the most of the projectiles, anything that's like foam and squishy is good to use. So those foam balls or the Nerf rockets are good, that sort of thing. That is fine.
But not like Nerf bow and arrows and actual Nerf
Yeah,
gun things. We're talking about projectiles from either
from
a homemade and staff approved launcher or like your
yeah,
run of the mill. You can buy it at Evic
yeah.
or through us
Any
or whatever
launcher should
type of
be
launcher.
make sure you bring your launcher to Chrono just so they can inspect it for
Yep.
safety. Especially if it's a homemade one. We just want to look at it, so
Yeah.
make sure you bring
Yeah.
those
We're
out
not
there.
going to have you waste rounds or anything. You're not going to come with 6 tag-ins for
Yeah,
gameplay and then actually enter the game with 5 or 4.
yeah.
It's nothing like that. We just want to make sure,
We just
especially for
want to
homemade
inspect it.
stuff, that it's safe. Yep.
On the note of grenades, we do allow pretty much all types of airsoft grenades. We have had some issues here in the last few weeks of people bringing fireworks types grenades with open
Yep.
fuses. Those are not allowed. If you are caught using those, you'll probably be removed from the game because those are dangerous and those are not allowed. So please, no fireworks types grenades. All the gay, tag in, all that good stuff. Those grenades are fine, but please,
Yep. Cold
um,
burning's fine.
yeah, any of the cold burning, all that stuff is fine, but no, none of those with like the open flame fuse, and none of the fireworks branded grenades are allowed. That includes smoke grenades as well. Did the problem with the teams being unbalanced ever get solved? Yes, we do have some people. A lot of it, I'm sure we're gonna have to work on it at the gate because we do allow registration at the gate. We have closed registration for the green team in order to start pushing some balance back over to the tan team. Um, but we did get some squads to move around. So right now, I think we're probably pretty balanced. But we're definitely going to keep an eye on that and make sure that at the event, we're not overly balanced to one side or the other. Let's,
What
but
fields are off did you pull influence from? Basically, we're doing everything not brushy. So for those that know, you know, and for those that
yeah.
don't, enjoy this event because you wouldn't have enjoyed brushy.
So, a lot of us from the field, we've been to a lot of national events, and with the exception of the most recent event we went to, they've been, we've had some pretty good experiences, and we picked up a lot of things from different events, and we picked up a lot of things not to do. Some of the main things we focused on was, trying to increase, like I said, the special effects. We want to really build.
Immersify.
Yes. So we're building on a lot of, we've seen some of it done on some really big events. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but like I said, there will be some things, unless you've been to maybe like an Irene, they used to do these at some of the military base events. These will be effects that you've not seen done at an airsoft field before. So,
Airsoft, yeah.
um, yeah, so we're really excited about that. But yeah, we've been to a lot of lion claws. Actually, a lot of what we based, especially this event, because with a 12-hour format, we went to one up in Grayling, Michigan. It was a 24-hour up, and that one for me, that's where I pulled a lot of the kind of inspiration for how we're structuring things. They did some of this kind of effects that we're going to be doing, and it really does help with the immersion factor of it. And we've just pulled, from our experience from the events that we've put on for the last 11 years now. We've learned a lot from each event, and we try to make each event better than the last one. So, like I said, a lot of us have been to events, including, like I said, the 24-hour one. So we're used to being involved in some longer format events. So I think, yeah, I think you guys are going to really be in for a treat. Somebody asked, can we use hit sticks? The hit sticks, um,
Come on,
the
Adam.
the issue with the hit sticks is just because it's like instantaneous, like medicing. We use the tourniquet because there's some process involved. Um,
Yeah, basically, like any kind of medic rule is supposed to kind of slow you down a little bit. So the mechanical function of literally removing tourniquet from wherever and applying it wherever and affixing it in said position, it takes time.
yeah.
Rather than, especially on your first hit, where you can, I mean, that's buddy aid basically the first time you're hit.
Mhm.
Somebody just going boop and you're in.
Yeah.
It's
We
not
will
the
probably
same.
allow those for all of our other events where we use
Right.
some sort of medical event or a medic system. But for this one, again, we're really trying to have some level of realism. So we're trying, yeah, like he said, trying to slow that process down. So we would prefer not to have to run the hit sticks at this particular event. But we'll
Yeah, and
definitely
like
use those for future
we have
events.
them available. We have different tourniquet options available the day of. You can run to Walmart. I mean, you can literally get two passable tourniquets for this event for like $4. Um, like Adam was saying, like at some of the other events, like I can never remember what our October event's called, but it's some like $5 word, and I only
Tribulation.
have a buck 50. That's the one. But for that, maybe even cartel, I don't know. But some of the other events, the hit sticks, I mean, it's fine because you're
Yeah.
not. This is a really immersive event, really immersive. So like, there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes across as frustrating until after the event and you're like, oh my god, dude, I was like doing this and this, we were still taking fire, blah blah blah. Just trust the process. If you have to slow down to medic a buddy, or your buddy has to be slowed down to medic you, it's just going to make it that much better, I promise.
Yep. Guys, if you have any more questions, please use the link. I'll throw it in here. Actually, just go to the schedule page. But go to that link and throw your questions in there. We want to get as many of these questions answered as possible. If you do have any
I'm going to
questions,
double back
this person asked,
through the Discord.
is there a limit for grenades? Nope. You can carry as many as you want.
Yep,
That's up to
and
you
keep
or
all the
whatever.
rest at your fob and reload accordingly.
Yeah, we don't. There are some events that limit ammo or magazines or anything like that. We do not restrict those. Somebody asked,
Medical issues. That's I want to get that before we scroll past it again. In the Discord, Catnip Kingpin, I'm sorry, Catnip underscore Kingpin. For medical issues, we need them written on a card in our pockets. So you're gonna want to let staff know when you register. They'll take your name, and you should already have an emergency contact on hand or in your brain or whatever. They'll get that info from you, and then for things like if you're diabetic, carry snacks. You guys are gonna have battle buddies anyways, especially for the night game. Um, you guys know kind of your own limitations and stuff like that, so just function within those. It's fun to press ourselves a little bit, but just we want to be safe while we're having fun as well. Um,
yeah, if you
bees, make sure you have an EpiPen,
make sure you
stuff like
guys,
that. Just make sure they know at registration.
everybody in general, make sure you guys fill out your waivers ahead of time. If you're new to the field, you can find the
Oh
waiver
yeah.
on our website. And when you fill out the waiver, it'll actually ask you if there's any medical conditions that we need to be aware of. So we'll have that on file if need be. So please make sure you guys fill out your waivers. If you haven't done it yet, if you're new to the field and haven't filled out the waiver, just go fill it out right now. Just go on our website, fill out the
Yeah, it's
waiver.
easy. It's online.
Yep. go fill that out. If you're under 18, make sure your parent or legal guardian fills that out on your behalf. But get those filled out before you get to the field. Just makes the
Yeah.
registration process a lot easier.
Oh yes.
Uh,
Anything to streamline that, because that's gonna that and you guys loading out for the game for at the beginning. That's what's gonna take up a lot of that. What is it, hour and a half or whatever I said earlier? That it will eat up that time. You guys have all been in line at somewhere, if not our field before.
Somebody asked about the paladin rounds. Yeah, the chalk rounds. We allow any of the tagging products. Big thing if it's a project, and we'll cover this rule here real quick. If it's a weapon that or if it's a projectile launchable grenade, so if it's launching an actual like ball or chalk round or whatever the if it's an object that's launched rather than BBs. Please do not shoot those at people. If you shoot it
Right.
at a building, anybody inside the room that wall touches is considered out. So we do have multi-room buildings now. So if you hit the outside of one of the buildings, that building is out. Or if you do shoot it into a window or a door, anybody inside that room is considered out as well. Please be
Yep.
careful with those. Don't intentionally shoot them at people. Try not to shoot people in general with those because those can smart. So be careful with that.
It stings a little bit. You definitely know.
Um, Somebody asked, can I volunteer to be a medic? Yeah, just when you're usually we have to beg for medics at events, so I'm sure you'll have the opportunity. Just make sure when your CO is rounding you guys up, you let him know that you want to be a medic, and I'm sure he'll be happy to have you as a medic.
Yeah,
We
you
do
guys that
require.
volunteer for medic, you're a rare breed. Nobody's ever going to get mad because too many people want to be medic.
If you are going to be a medic, we will require either a medic patch or some other identifier that you are a medic. I believe we'll have some sort of a colored tape if you do not, just so you're marked as a medic, just so people know to shoot you, so you can't medic people anymore.
Exactly.
Keep
Again,
those
anything to slow you guys down.
keep those questions flowing, guys. Use the link in the Den Show schedule channel. Click on that and submit your questions in there, and we will keep. Oops, that was the wrong button. Sorry about that, guys.
Did you break everything?
No, I just clicked into the Dencast channel for a second. Uh,
Oh,
but but yeah, keep submitting your questions in the question thingies just so that we can keep answering questions. Um, Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really cool event. Like this is not like any of our other events. And with your cooperation, guys, we can make us, our best event yet. But we definitely, we need your help to make sure that you guys play honorably, stay cool. If you guys are feeling hot and feeling heated, take a rest. Go back to it's a long event. If you've never been to a 12-hour event before, this is a long event, and it will kick your butt.
yeah. Literally, hydrate the day before. If you're camping on Friday, you're going to see me and whatever. I'm a grown man. But you should be hydrating the day before for sure.
Yes,
That's what's going to get a lot of people
because it's
is
gonna
your
be hot.
shoulders and
And
hydrating.
the one other thing I'll add is, um, this is a long event. Don't feel like you have to carry all of your stuff on you. Keep your
Yeah.
on-person load basic. Your weapon, your whatever ammo you need to carry with you. Keep maybe some snacks, but keep all of your extra stuff as much as you can. Leave at the FOB. They will be supervised because your CO will be staying there. And
Yep.
you both will have buildings that you can store things. U.S. has a tent. Texas has a building. So there's a good place for you guys to put your stuff. But don't carry any more than you need to because the more you carry out there, the more it's going to kick your butt, and you're not going to be able to last the day. So,
Right.
so yeah,
Literally just whatever's on your person should last you like an hour or two. is what I would call it. That's what I would personally do if I were
Yep,
playing.
because every
Um,
hour, hour and a half or so, you're gonna have a new
yep,
objective. So you're gonna have
chasing
something new.
objectives all day.
Yeah. So you're this is gonna be action packed. We intentionally made, like I said, there are 10 main objectives and like 4 secondary objectives for each team. So you guys are gonna have a lot to do. But we're trying to avoid these long drawn out like just stalemates where you just
Right, we're trying
constantly
to
shoot.
avoid downtime at all.
Yeah.
Um, there will be lulls, perhaps, but we're trying to avoid downtime at all costs. I mean, you guys want this super not allowed to say bad words event, then that's what we're trying to give to you.
Yep.
Um,
It's
but
gonna
yeah,
it's
no need to
it's
wear 40 pounds of gear. No need to
yeah.
have a backpack other than like a flat pack. You know, you just put everything at the fob that you can. You'll figure it out in your first 2 hours what you do or don't need, and then like call it like the weather. You'll all be dropping stuff at your
Yeah,
fob for
I
sure.
remember our last Milsim that we went to the second day. Like I just took everything off. Like comms were messed. Like comms were worthless. Like all this extra stuff was worthless. So the second
Yep.
day we went out, I dropped everything, and I went like not as bare as the dude who was just out in his boxers, but I was
Yeah,
definitely.
that's
Yeah,
yeah. I went so as far as to leave my helmet in whatever state that was. But yeah, you're gonna trust me. I get it. I totally understand. I do it every time I just go camping. I'm like, oh, what if I need this? What if I need this? And you just end up with like this pile of stuff. But like you're gonna realize within your first hour or two what you don't need.
yeah. Give
You don't
yourself
have to go
like
crazy buying stuff. You don't have to go all out to make
yeah.
sure you have all this stuff on your plate
Yeah.
carrier, your chest rig,
Right.
your pockets,
Pack
whatever.
yourself a nice backpack or bag or whatever you have
Hmm.
of stuff you want to leave at the FOB, and then just carry your bare minimum out on the field, and that'll give you the best chance of surviving for 12 hours.
Yeah, keep an
Somebody
extra
asked,
battery on you, ammo
yeah,
and stuff, but that's about it.
somebody asked, will I be charged any camping fee if they end up sleeping in your vehicle afterwards? Now, if you're in the staging area, you're sleeping in your vehicle. We're not going to worry about that too much.
Yeah, extension of private property on private property, whatever. I'll be bored.
Um,
Gilly sucks. Bring a change of clothes. Just change in the woods, man.
Keep questions flowing, guys. If you have
Uh,
any other questions, throw them in the question email bobber. Use the link and throw a question in there. We
yeah,
want to
because the
make
kids are in bed. I got time. Let's do this.
yeah, we got nothing but time.
I've been looking forward to this. Yeah. Oh, someone was typing. Who was that? Caleb? Yep. Typing, typing, typing. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I have all the faith in the world in this coming up question.
Oh my gosh, I keep clicking the stupid Dencast. I keep clicking back to the Den Show channel.
That's why I limit my responsibility. We
Trying to
could go
click.
over packing sheets.
I
Does
think
anybody have any weird questions about things they might need?
if you have questions about packing, we'll answer. I don't really think we need to go over the packing list.
I'm just giving them ideas for
Rules on
questions. Ask me
headshots. If
anything.
that's all. We
Hey,
ask you don't intentionally shoot somebody in the head, but if they're just peeking their head, then you
it
gotta
happens.
poke their head. So
Ball projectile out of a smooth bore barrel. People are going to shoot whatever you expose. It'll only take a couple times before you realize, hey, I'm putting my head up too much.
yep,
But yeah, of course, we're not. The whole thing with this game, hobby, sport, whatever, is not to hurt other people. It's to all have fun. Because if you hurt other people, they don't want to play anymore. And then you're just shooting cardboard in your basement while your wife yells at you. So yeah, dude, if you get shot in the head, hey, wear a helmet next time. Don't expose yourself. But we shouldn't be out there intentionally hurting each other, anyways.
I do want to make a note before I forget. Just want to say big thank you to Caleb Tucker Airsoft and Amped Airsoft for contributing to our raffle for the event. They have
Hey,
donated an Action Army T11 bolt action sniper rifle. So big, like I said, thank you to Caleb Tucker Airsoft and Amped Airsoft for that. I'll post the link of what he's or what they're donating here in the chat so you guys can go drool over it. It's a pretty sweet sniper rifle. Action Army makes some pretty darn good stuff. And it's VSR 10 compatible, so if you want to do some more upgrades on top
Exactly.
of
So
that,
you can do whatever you want to it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, full length too. Nice. And it's not a bullpup. No offense, guys. It looks weird to me.
Yeah, so thank you guys for that, and should be
Appreciate.
a good one there. But yeah, so somebody said, so I'll be there on Friday to camp. Can I bring my grill instead of making? Yes, grills are awesome, and I am very easy to bribe with tasty food. So if you've got good food and you're wanting to share, I will eat it all. So
Yeah,
um,
I'm not sure who all of us is going to be diddy bopping around. I know Adam and I are there the whole weekend,
yep,
unless he changed his mind, but he
um,
doesn't usually do that until the first night we spend together.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll be there the whole weekend. I think Bobo and Chris are going to be there the whole weekend. A couple of our refs. Not sure who else, but you'll see a lot of familiar faces for sure, and it's a good chance. Camping, dude, any event, whether it's ours or anyone else's, any event that has the opportunity for camping, just do it. Just do it. You meet so many cool people, and then you find out about events and fields that you didn't know about. Yes, we mentioned the T11 sniper. Much appreciate.
And
Much
if you
appreciate.
guys, we're gonna try to set up a little mobile stream. We'll probably kick off around 9:30 or so out of the campground once things are settled down. So
Oh yeah.
we'll probably just hang out in here again out there. Yeah, pop over or check out if you're out at the campground, come say hey. I'll be set up
I'll
near
I'll make
the
them walk around too. We'll come
yeah.
find you. Don't worry,
Yeah, we'll
guys.
find y'all. But if yeah, come over and um, Bacon. We do prefer that all the campers are in the camping area. So I understand it. That's like pain in the butt to move it, but we do want just so for security purposes, we'd like to keep everybody in the campgrounds for camping. So. We will probably be clearing out the parking lot, especially on Friday night. We'll probably be clearing that parking lot. I said for security purposes to make sure that everybody's safe and all that good stuff. And we keep an eye on what's going on. We do
Yep.
request that everybody camps in the campground areas. If you're not familiar with where our campground areas are, if you look at the map, they will be to the south of the exclusion zone. There's a big open field there. If you have a camper or anything like that, please line it up along the road. Any other vehicles, you can kind of just park wherever you want in that big open field there.
Yep. Just be courteous to your other campers. So if you're
Yep.
truck
Don't
camping or
park
what
people
have
in.
you, don't park people in and don't run your car all night right next to a bunch of tents. It's easy
Carbon
stuff, but
monoxide.
yep. The silent killer.
Yeah, guys, keep putting any of those questions in there. If you have any questions about the field or anything, like I said, especially if you're new to the field, if you have any questions about the field, please pop them in there. Um,
Oh, Catnip says you owe him. They owe you some tasty food.
oh yeah, we had a nice long chat the other day, and yeah, Caleb, we did mention that, gave you a shout out there, so thanks again for your contribution to the raffle. If you want to throw in your YouTube channel there, we'll give you a shout out here, and we'll give you a chance to plug it again on the event day.
Yeah, plug it in here and then drop your link in that hashtag video channel. I would plug a different YouTube channel, but I don't see them in the show chat right now. So I don't know. Should I even mention Private Caboose? I don't know. Private
Caboose.
Caboose on YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't
Well, he's
mention it.
not here, so
He's not here. So why? I mean, should I really mention Private Caboose even if he's not here?
no. We
Yeah, I'm
do.
not going to.
We are honored enough to have one of our COs here. Babo, you want to say a quick word?
Yeah, there is Bobo.
You're here.
You're gonna have to
They won't be able to
remember
see
that
you,
we're
but
on
they
a
can hear
different.
you.
Oh, he's unmuted. He's
Oh, he just
remuted.
muted. He just muted. He was unmuted. I just He just muted himself.
Oh,
There you go.
yep,
Hey, Bob.
Caleb. That's. Hey, there's Bobo. Bobo.
Bob.
Bobo.
Yeah. You want to
Bobo.
say a quick word to uh, all of your Texas compatriots and maybe talk some smack to the U.S. team? Feel free to have a moment here to talk to the.
Bobo. I don't know how that's gonna transfer.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
I broke it.
Well, cool. We're right at 9 o'clock. So unless there's any other questions, I think we'll probably wrap it up here. And yeah, see you guys here in just another week. We're a week away,
1 week,
1 week.
less than.
Yeah, so
Hydrate.
yeah, hope to see you guys. Yeah, start hydrating now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah,
You
just
got running water, right?
yep, go for it. And yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure you go down to the SU-Choose Team channel there and choose your team if you haven't already. That just gets you plugged into your own like your team's private channel. They've got some information for you if you are like for your team. So make sure you pop down
Especially if you
there.
haven't played, especially if you haven't played our field before. If this is your first event or your first milsim with us, hop in your respective teams, little chat channel. You can make sure you're all squared away and let
Yep,
you know
pop down
about the
there.
feedback that Adam's given me.
Yep, just pop down there, and like I said, it'll another couple channels will appear for you, and feel free to get to know your team down there and check in with your CEO. They would appreciate that, I'm sure. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for joining in. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you guys out there. If you do have any questions for the event, feel free to post those in the general discussion for Shattered Union, and we'll get those answered. But yeah, we will
Or
catch you
ask
guys,
staff, whatever.
or yeah, wherever you want to ask them, we'll answer them.
I'll
Um,
find it.
but yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys out there, and yeah, catch up with you soon. Bye, guys.